Welcome back. You're still watching Business Tonight. Now, 130 years ago, gold was discovered in South Africa, and 20 years ago, the country became a democracy. This has seen the release of the 1-ounce 20-year democracy gold coin. Alan Demby, chairman of the South African Gold Coin Exchange, joins us for a look at whether the gold coin market could offer shining returns. Alan, thank you for making the time to join us. Thanks. And thank you for bringing us goodies into studio for those of us who are in Johannesburg, who now have our little replicas.
It's my pleasure, Nancy.
Let's maybe talk about how big the gold coin market is, and in particular, I'm holding what I think is a replica of a Mandela medallion. Good. How popular are these?
Well, very popular. I must say that since 2004, there's been an increase in the gold price. There's been an increase in gold generally in demand, and I must say that 10 years ago they started with new gold. At that stage, probably the gold market in South Africa was probably worth about R1 billion. They started with 400 million rand. Today, it's quite substantial. And probably the gold market, the physical market today, when you take everything together, is probably between 20 and 25 billion rand. So I think that people want physical gold. During the 90s, of course, gold started its present bull trend. It peaked at about $1,900 an ounce. And I think that with the political uncertainty, the economic uncertainty, gold coins have proved to be a fantastic rand hedge. And I think people want physical gold coins in their bottom drawer. And of course, Kruger rands today are trading at about 14,500 rand. And that's a far cry from the 1,600 rand 20 years ago. So I think all told, it bodes well for physical coins in times of uncertainty.
Over the years, Alan, Lindsay in Cape Town, by the way, we've been accused of just digging this stuff out of the ground and sending it overseas, whether it be gold, platinum, whatever other valuable resource we've got. Would you consider the gold coin industry to be beneficiation in its purest form?
Well, I suppose it's really dependent on the local mint and coming out with coins that they've got, such as the Protea coins, the Natura coins, and even the Proof Kruger rands, and of course the 10th anniversary and the 20th anniversary democracy coins, is a great way to add value and to export it internationally. I think one thing that is true with any coin market, you need to have a strong local market in order to export. So I think it's fair to say that from having a couple of dealers 20, 30 years ago, you've got quite a vibrant industry to
of exposure, because as you said, it actually has been a good investment over a long time period, because you've had the rand collapsing over that time period. What's your answer? What do you recommend to people?
Well, that's a good question, and we reckon that you should put 10 to 15% of your money into gold physical coins. That's excluding shares or gold shares, in particular gold shares. Of that, we recommend that you should put 2/3 of that into Kruger rands, which is a bullion coin, and the best bullion coin in South Africa at the moment are Kruger rands. Imported coins would incur VAT, so they don't really feature. And of that, you should put, as I say, 2/3 into bullion coins. It's a vibrant market, it's easy to buy and sell, and 1/3 into collectible coins, which should be made up of local coins from the mint, ZRR coins, international coins, Mandela medallions. So a spread of coins will really give you your best bet. And from being in the coin business for the last nearly 40 years, I say that collectors make more money than investors because they have a goal. And I think by taking the long term, generally speaking, be it coins, even art for that matter, you will actually benefit and it will appreciate over time.
Two quick ones, Alan. The first one is that when these medallions were launched, they were going at, what, 3,000 rand a piece. Had I bought one then, how much would I have made today? And then the second quick question is, what are the rules of the game in terms of how long should I be holding on to a medallion before I start considering how much money I can make from it?
Well, that's a good question. But as I said before, you should hold it for the long term. If you're looking to make a quick buck, you generally will not make money. So I don't want to put a particular time frame, but really if you hold it for the longer term, you will benefit. Just to give you an idea, Kruger rands from 1994 to 2004 only appreciated marginally. But from 2004, they've increased from rand to 14,500 rand today. So I do say that you should hold them for the long term. What that is depends on your circumstances. But if you need money and when you need money, so that sale will be predicated by an event that happens. And as I say, if you take a longer term view, you will really maximize.
That's a very big thank you to Alan Demby. He is the chairman of the South African Gold Coin Exchange. And of course, Lindsay, we are richer here in Johannesburg. Sorry for you being in the wrong part of the country. Moving on now, policymakers, big and small businesses in the tourism sector from the East 3 Route Initiative, which includes countries such as South Africa, Mozambique, Zambia, and recently the Seychelles, descended on Durban to kick off the 7-day expedition for the Investment Summit. I sat down and spoke to Kuseni Dlamini, who's the chairman of Massmart, on the sidelines of this summit, and this is what he had to say.
We are very bullish about Africa. We see growth opportunities on the African continent. We are already in Mozambique, we are in Swaziland. We are obviously having our roots family here in South Africa. We're looking for growth opportunities across the continent. We will be opening new stores in 8 countries by 2016. So we're always on the lookout. So we are very excited when we see countries on the continent cooperating, pushing the agenda of regional economic integration, doing more to make logistics much more efficient and to really simplify customs clearances across borders. That's a key issue for us as a retailer. So we hope that the authorities in all the different countries where we operate can really get their act together and create a competitive environment for us.
And of course, without logistics, retail is in big trouble. Are you getting a sense that enough has been done to streamline logistics and to get the movement of goods moving freer and more quickly across these countries?
That's a very good